Okay, so we are back on track after 2 weeks. So last week we were fed with the movie tie-in due to the My Hero people, the P production doing a charity. So in a way, yes, that was a filler for a charity. So all right. So let's dig into this episode. Let's talk about the government first, what they really wanted, and what was explained just in general about what the government wanted. Basically, the government wanted people who could replace All Might, but All Might being All Might, no, it's impossible to replace All Might. He was literally the pillar who was holding the society. So there was no way that anyone could have replaced All Might. So what they wanted now is a unity, meaning a team of students. Basically, these students with who wanted to be superheroes. They basically wanted students with great teamwork and stuff, unity within themselves, and something like whose bonds I would say would be unbreakable, something like that. So yes, in a way, they wanted a great team of people, and that's the reason why this exam, just in general, was conducted because they wanted these students um, to be these heroes who would be the next pillar, who would just hold the pillars like All Might. But now this episode, the main topic isn't like this episode's main topic isn't like the government in general, what they said. The main topic of this episode was Todoroki and Inasa. Those two were the main focus of this episode. And why, you ask, is basically Inasa. Inasa, if you guys remember in episode 15 or 16, Inasa basically was somebody who would have gotten into UA no problem. But he rejected to go into UA, and the reason for that was quite simple because Todoroki was there. And it's very simple to see that it was because of Todoroki that he didn't go into UA. And that basically is because Todoroki at that time was no different than Endeavor, to be honest. Like there wasn't much difference between Todoroki and Endeavor at that time because at that time Todoroki had not got the development that Midoriya gave him. So yes, in a way, Todoroki got a hunt back from just he was haunted back by his past, and that was Inasa in a way. So because Hiroki as a person was completely different at that time compared to now where he's calm and he's friendly and stuff, like compared to this Todoroki, if you look back at Todoroki at that time, he was somebody who didn't give a damn to about anyone. Like all he ever cared was to show his father that he can just surpass his father just by using his mother's quirk. That's basically what Todoroki's character was during that time. But a complete change in his character, who accepted his circumstances and who accepted like all his father's power and stuff. Yeah, Todoroki had a complete change in his character, and now he was a very calm character. He was very friendly, and he cared about people from that point on since his fight with Midoriya. So yeah, that was a complete change of his character. So to see him basically go through and just uh go up against Inasa and like argue with Inasa during a fight, it was this was kind of a natural reaction because Inasa in a way was just like they're trying to compete with each other in a way. So it was a very natural reaction, like a competitive reaction that they were giving to each other because Inasa wanted just he had hatred for Todoroki, and that's because of how Endeavor treated him when he was a kid. Like the only hero he ever hated was Endeavor, and because how Endeavor just like threw away his autograph mode just like that, and just like he just rejected NASA in a way. So it just, it just showed that Endeavor didn't give a shit about his fan. That's basically how Endeavor rolled out to be. So uh, and even Endeavor, who has somewhat changed in his character. I wouldn't say as a complete change, but he did have somewhat of a change in his character. So even he was a cold-hearted hero. He was literally a cold-hearted hero. There's nothing I could say about it, nothing more than that. He's just a cold-hearted hero. That's just basically what it was implied straight away. Like it's been showed over and over again that he's a cold-hearted hero and only cares to surpass All Might, and that could never be done. Because All Might never was at his full power, and he even endeavored to technically realized that in on episode 10 when All Might was not even at his full power, and he realized that Prime All Might, he would have never surpassed him considering how strong Prime Arm All Might was. Like, he would have never ever surpassed Prime All Might. So that's the reason, like, he accepted those circumstances, and there was a change of Endeavor's character right over there. But I wouldn't say it was a complete change like Todoroki, but there was somewhat of a change of character in Endeavor, accepted circumstances during that time. So yeah, there were changes. There were changes in certain characters compared to the time when Inasa went through, because these characters were completely different. These were like people who didn't accept their circumstances at that time and were trying to do something that that's basically they were trying to do something that was in a way unachievable. I would say something they that would put them in danger as well as the citizen they are trying to save in danger. That's basically what they were trying to do at that time. So in a way, there was competition. That's basically what it was. There was competition between them. So, like, heroes technically are meant to be in unity. Like, this episode kind of showed how heroes are meant to be in unity with Midoriya and Shindo. If you guys saw how their teamwork worked, like even though they are from a completely different school, they're from a completely different academy. They had teamwork, to be honest, and even if it wasn't a big, it was like a huge teamwork, like Todoroki, Ida, and Midoriya. Like, it wasn't that kind of teamwork when they fought against Stain. Um, it still was a team. If you look carefully, it's still a teamwork because Midoriya basically saved Shindo, who was basically he was just trying to give a surprise attack, but it wasn't possible. So in a way, Midoriya saved Shindo. Shindo was preparing for a surprise attack, and Shindo basically uses his Earth Tremble, his quirk basically. So that, and then there was also a small teamwork session with um uh what was his name? I forgot. Ojiro, um, and the pink hair pink girl, and I forgot his name. The dark phoenix. I forgot his name, but yeah, there was teamwork between those people and also the beard guy. So this is what the really is important for a hero, because they have to take in their circumstances, take in the situation they are in, and they basically go from there and like work with other heroes, and that is natural for a hero to do. But that wasn't happening with Todoroki and Inasa. They were having huge trouble, like just like that. But in the end, they did do a great job with the spiral flame and stuff. So we did see that, and we saw this cool moment, just a cool moment from Todoroki and it was pretty cool. I will not lie. Like Todoroki and Nasa's flame and wind combination was pretty damn cool. And then Midoriya coming in and breaking Gang Orca. Yeah, that was cool too. Like when I was reading this, I would say that the anime got me more excited than the manga. I will definitely say that because I kind of felt like the anime that portrayed it better than the manga. And oh yeah, the next episode. Oh, get ready for surprises, cause they are gonna be surprises. Cause one surprise has been hinted right in this episode. Like it was straight up hinted, and it's about someone who's gonna fail. Like it was straight up hinted. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, get back in the episode, watch the episode carefully. You'll understand who's failing. One of the people who's failing. So yeah, it was straight up hinted who was failing, and I'm not gonna spoil it until the next episode because I want you guys to go in and say that I spoiled it for you guys. But yes, I'll give you the hint of this. Like it was already hinted in this episode. One of the people who's failing. Now next episode. Oh, this episode I waited for like a long time. Like a long like since season 2. I've been waiting for this episode. Not gonna lie. Like this is one of the episodes that I have been waiting for a damn long time to be animated. Like, not even joking. Like, really, really long time. Like, I think so. This episode was released back in. This chapter was released back at the end of the tournament arc, or I think so it was a tournament arc or the Stain Killer arc. I think so that was when this chapter was released, and I waited for a damn long time. Like I'm not even lie. Like I'm very much excited for this episode because it's my hero greatness that's gonna be put forth here, and you already know what's gonna come in the next episode after you see the preview, but it's still gonna get me excited because I have seen that whole thing go down, and damn, like I'm not gonna spoil if you guys haven't watched the preview. I'm not gonna spoil what's in the preview, but yeah, without spoiling much, damn, like the shit that's gonna go down in the next episode, it's gotta get me excited because of the stuff that's in there. So yeah, pretty much everything is done and dusted with the exam arc. The pro exam arc is pretty much done with this episode. Next episode we get the results, and that's it. That's the end of the pro exam arc. There is no more pro exam arc from here on. Now, if I'm correct, then if I'm correct, the end of this season should be with the start of overhaul arc to get us excited on. So yeah, I'm hoping this will you understand. Overall, this is gonna be a great arc, to be honest, because in the manga it was a great arc. So, if I'm correct, the next arc should start by episode 24, the end of episode 24, and 25 will be the early overall arc. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for the season then. So yeah, let me know what you think about this episode of My Hero Academia, and I'll see you in the next video. As always, peace.